In this video, we take you deep into the heart of Tuscany, into a place rarely mentioned in the guidebooks, but dearly loved by its people. A place of legends, faith, resilience and beauty. This is the story of a hill, a forgotten military outpost, a centuries-old crucifix and a tiny white church that opens its doors just once a year. We'll show you torchlight processions, hidden relics and sacred art, and take you behind the scenes of a festival that's been celebrated here for generations.
Ciao ragazzi, buongiorno.
Ciao everyone!
Okay, today we're going to take you on a beautiful walk above the hill of Vicopisano. Also, we're going to visit a little white church above the hill. Hello.
And what's the name of that church?
Oh, Castellare Church. Very
Castellare
famous.
Church. Okay,
Yeah.
It's quite an iconic church, and this weekend they're having an amazing festival. So this festival is steeped in history, tradition and legend, and we're going to take you behind the scenes and you're going to understand a little bit more about why the people of San Giovanni alla Vena love their little white church.
Let's go. Andiamo.
It's Saturday afternoon and we're heading upwards towards the little white church on the Mount of Castellare. From Vicopisano Historic Centre, it's an approximate 40-minute hike. It's also possible to drive part of the way, but you need to have a sturdy vehicle, ideally a four-wheel drive. To be honest, we prefer walking. It's all part of the experience, and the views are worth every step. To appreciate this place, it helps to know a little of its past and why it means so much to the local people. The hill of Castellare has been important for centuries. In the 5th century BC, it was an Etruscan military outpost guarding the river Arno. Local legend says that the veterans of the First Crusade built a chapel here to give thanks for their safe return from Jerusalem. In 1656, the people of San Giovanni alla Vena built a church here, dedicated to the Holy Cross. In fact, the church is known as the Oratory of Santa Croce. The church became a place of deep devotion, and a famous 13th century painted crucifix was moved here from the main parish church, along with a holy relic said to be a fragment of the true cross. In 1931, thieves broke in and damaged the crucifix. It was taken away for restoration, but was sadly lost. During the war, in 1944, the church itself was destroyed. But after the war, the people of San Giovanni rebuilt the church, and miraculously, decades later, the crucifix was found again. The original crucifix is now held in the parish church in the town of San Giovanni alla Vena. The crucifix you see today in the little white church is actually a copy which was crafted by two local artisans. Now you may think that's the end of the history and calamity of the little white church on the hill, but there's more to come. But first, we're going to climb the rocky outcrop to a wonderful viewpoint over the valley and tell you a little bit more about this magical place.
Ciao ragazzi, ciao, ciao. Allora, we arrive finally above the hill next to the white church Castellare. I mean, look behind me, such a beautiful view from here. I mean, you can see the Arno River over there. Also, you see the flat part of the land is the seaside, and on the left side you can see Livorno. I mean, only 25 minutes from here. It's fantastic. I love.
It is, yes, it really is. As Lorenzo said, the views up here are absolutely wonderful. And I actually think they're better during the sunset as the sun begins to set, especially in the winter, because in the winter you actually see the sun setting down into the sea. And you can also see one of the Tuscan islands called Gorgona. I've taken this snap a while ago. So, but have a look at that. Just absolutely magical. So if you love hiking, so we've done this before, haven't we? We've come up with a bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah, bottle of Prosecco, you arrive here with your snack, you have your drink, you can see the sunset in the evening. It's magical, amazing, beautiful.
Aperitivo,
Yeah, amazing.
next to the church.
Next to the church. Okay, I mean, this area is a beautiful area. You can take a lot of nice walk around hiking, also on the bikes as well.
Mountain biking.
We have a lot of clients come to us every year because they love it with the bike and they do all sorts of things above here. Yeah, love.
That's right. Yeah, there's lots of walks and trails around the hills of the Monte Positano, which is where we are now. So if you don't want to hike up hills, there are flat routes around the bottom of the hills as well.
Yeah.
For nature lovers, it's just a dream here, and it's literally, as Lorenzo said, just 25 minutes from the center of Vicopisano, from our home.
You just come out to the house, you take your bike and you go.
Or you walk.
Or you walk, whatever you want to do.
So it's just something lovely to do, especially if you've had a full day of sightseeing and you just want to take a little time out, maybe bring a bottle of Prosecco up here for sunset.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so let's show you a little bit more of this beautiful view up here. So let me finish the story of the church at Castellare. So tragedy struck again in more modern times. In fact, in 2017, the 2nd of May, it was the day before the famous festival. And there was an accident here. A gas leak caused an explosion. And the church was basically destroyed. There was only one wall that survived. And it was the wall that had the copy of the painted crucifix. How spooky is that? Anyway, the people of San Giovanni obviously were devastated. Lorenzo and I, it was such a big explosion, Lorenzo and I could actually see the flames from our garden. Anyway, the people of San Giovanni vowed to rebuild the church, which they did. The first foundation stone was laid in 2018, so a year later. And the church was completed in 2019. And of course, there was a big festival, a big inauguration, which we came to. And the church that you see today is that church that has been rebuilt. Incredible story, isn't it? I love it. We arrived early to see the original painted crucifix in the parish church. With Lorenzo away, I went with two of our guests, John and Laura, who were keen to experience this very local festival. We were early, no crowds, just us and the parish priest. He welcomed us in warmly and shared the story of the sacred relic, the crucifix, and the deep bond between the parish and the hilltop oratory. We were privileged to have a private viewing of not just one but two relics, a fragment of the Holy Cross and a thorn from Christ's crown. The priest shared the fascinating legend behind them, but that's a story for another video. He also gifted us a picture of the painted crucifix as a memento of our visit.
Trasforma le comunità cristiane, liberale dal torpore e dalla paura. Vivano l'avventura della fede con entusiasmo nuovo. Preghiamo. Signore della vita, ascoltaci. Trasforma le
After the procession through town, it continues up the hill along a rocky trail up to the little white church, and it can be seen for miles around. Lorenzo and I joined the procession a few years ago. Here are some snapshots to prove it. It's not for the faint-hearted navigating the trails by torchlight. Will we do it again? Of course we will. Maybe you'd like to come and join us next year. Just decided to take a little break here in the park in Vicopisano, and also wanted to say we hope you enjoyed a little glimpse into the local life of San Giovanni alla Vena and the festival. San Giovanni alla Vena is actually the next town to us, and it's part of the Vicopisano district.
So if you're not here for the Castellare festival, don't worry about that, because if you enjoy trekking and walking around the hill, you can do around all year round, isn't it, Marie?
Absolutely, yeah, it's a great location for that. So, and anyway, there's going to be plenty of celebrations between now and say mid-September. Italy, and especially Tuscany, comes alive with these festivals at the weekend, which are known as sagre.
Yeah, one after the other, all the way through the summer.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
So from one celebration to another, we had another celebration last weekend as well, which was my birthday.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
So we'll give you a little glimpse of that celebration as well. Oh, she sings as well.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Today we celebrate Marie's birthday. Okay, happy birthday, Marie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you.
It's one for each decade.
Perfect. Sophia.
Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of real life here in Tuscany. We'd love to share more with you, from hidden festivals to everyday traditions. So ciao for now and see you next time.